Hi everybody, it's Eileen from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I am here with Rachel's Roxy's weekly challenge, and I think, is it week 9 or week 10? I can't remember, but we're going to be making these. Now they're little envelopes, but they've got like a little accordion part inside so that you can pop in little things, you know, so you've got one compartment there and one compartment there. They're so cute. And they're great little ephemera holders, you know, if you've got ephemera that you've had lying loose in your journal and you don't know where you're going to use it yet, or you want to store things in there, you know, and you can just pop them in there and they're great. And then they tie up just nicely. If I can get a bow tie. There we go. And they're just cute, they're so cute, and you can use various stuff to make these with. So I have some printouts. This one is one of Rachel's, I think it's embroidery. I wish I could remember the name of the kits. I'm terrible, I should really write them down. But anyway, yeah, it's to do with embroidery and tapestries. And then a couple of these are, I believe, from the Curiosity Shop, the old Curiosity Shop, and I've just printed them out, and then all I've done is I've printed a page on the back, and that was the page I've used for that is Vectorial Designs. There's another one of Rachel's, and then I've pulled out a couple of book pages because these book pages are gorgeous and I love using them for envelopes and things, but I wanted to use them for these because it's a different type of envelope that I usually use, so I thought they'll come in handy. And then these are antique papery. I think these are called Love in Paris, and that's so far that's what I've pulled out, and I've got a few more bits and pieces off to the side that I can use if I need any more. Now I've pre-torn everything because that's what Rachel did in hers, and I thought, well, you know, that's one stage that's done, it's finished. And I'm just going to quickly set my timer for the 45 minutes because I forgot to do that, and then we can get started if it hurries up. Okay, and 45 minutes, where are we? Right, okay, and we're off. Right, we have 45 minutes and we'll see how many we can get done. Let's get these sleeves up. Right, I'm going to start off with these ones because I just love these book pages, and basically you just fold it the way you would any envelope. They're not quite matching, but that's fine, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to fold it there, and then I'm going to leave a little tiny gap and fold this bit down, and I'm keeping them this way up because I prefer them this way up. And I'm just going to make sure that that's, yeah, there we go. So now we've got that folded, that's our basic envelope shape. Now Rachel did fold some different papers for hers, but I was taking a book apart, and when I actually checked, these actually fit almost perfectly. I might have to trim a little bit off the top, but let's just see. Just a smidge off the top. So let's get me little cutter, because I should be able to get away with that. And I'm using 2 pages for the inside. Now these are double pages, so if you weren't using these you would have to get a piece of paper. Let's see, what have I got? Try and find something small, and of course I can never find anything when I want it. But say you were using I tell you what we'll do. Say I was going to use this because that's about the right width. Okay, so we'll just take a page off this and then just fold that one up, and then that would give us actually that's a better size, we'll use that. So I'm going to need 2 pages. Now this is an old dictionary and I quite like it, but it's quite plain, So, you know, using it like this is just going to give it a new lease of life. So let's fold that one up in half as well. Okay, now we need to close these into little pouches, so I'll just get me glue. You can trim this up if you want. I'm really not that bothered. It doesn't bother me at all. And you're not going to see it because it's going to be inside the envelope anyway. So we're just going to run some glue there and some glue here. And I think when Rachel did hers, she did it kind of like a production line. I think I'm just going to do mine individual, because otherwise when I'm doing the production line, when I'm being timed, I mean, it's great when you've got all the time in the world, but when I'm being timed, I tend to make more than I'm going to be able to get through, and then, you know, I end up making less than I could have if I just hadn't been so ambitious. You know me. I always think I can do more than I can. Right, now the next thing we need to do, so we've got both of our pockets and you want both of the openings at the top. Okay, so they open at the top and then the folded ends are at the bottom. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to glue them, and we're going to use some of the glue stick, and we're just going to run it down the middle. So bottom to top, just one line of glue. Make sure you get plenty on, and then we're going to line these up so that the open ends are both at the same time, same side. And then we're just going to stick that down. Okay, so now what we've got is we've got our two little pouches glued together. Okay, you can put a bit more glue on there if you want, but obviously I'm opening them up straight away. If you know, if you were doing this at home, you could leave the glue to set a bit longer, and you know, it wouldn't open quite so wide. Now let's get our envelope, and I'm going to stick this to the front, so I'm going to put it in equidistant from both edge, and then I'm going to leave a little bit of room at the bottom, get it all lined up. There we go, and give that a good press down. Now for this next bit, I've got a bit of a trick. So I'm going to get my glue page and I'm going to pop it in the top here, because I don't want to glue the envelope together, but I do want to glue the insides to the outside. So I'm going to put a line of glue again down the centre, and then we're just going to close the envelope. And by putting that glue page there, I'm avoiding getting the glue on the outside of the envelope. Right, give that a good press down, and if that's worked, when we open it up, we've got our lovely little concertina envelope, and I love that. And then the next stage, which I think I will do all those at the same time, is to put like the little grommet in, but I'll do all them together at the end. So let's do another one. I'm really liking this paper, so I'm going to use this again, because I really love it, and it's such beautiful drawings, and what gorgeous drawings to, you know, you don't want them to get lost. You know, a lot of these old children's books end up just going to landfills, and that's so sad to me, because the artwork in them is absolutely stunning, and this is such a nice way of being able to use it and showcase it. And why not? These are quite big. I mean, you can make these envelopes any size you want, but these will go into a normal size journal, or you can have them just purely for ephemera, and that's a great way of using them as well. So where are we? Where's my dictionary? I'm going to stick with this. Okay, why not? Right, and we will just try and get it folded right. There we go. I'm just going to take this cardigan off because I'm getting so warm. It warms up quickly in this room, and yeah, I tend to get too hot very quickly. When you first come in, it's freezing, but the minute you put the fire on it, because it's not that big a room, it warms up very quickly. So I end up coming in with cardigans and all sorts on, and within half an hour of being in here. I'm sweltered. But I'm not opening the window because I don't want any more happy little surprises from any more happy little visitors. It's staying firmly on the latch. We've had lots of happy little surprises left all over the garden. So I think there's a bird somewhere that's not very happy with me. I don't know what I've done to upset him, but he's leaving lots and lots of little messages for me. So we're going just down the middle because we don't want to seal the whole thing up, otherwise you won't be able to get into it. And we're just going to line it all up. Perfect. And then again, straight down the middle. Pay attention to the top edge because you want to make sure you've got enough glue there to hold it, because that's where most of the stress is going to be on this envelope. So let's just pop that in there. Sorry, I'm a little bit off camera. And I'll just square it all up. And then, where did I put our little piece? Okay, I don't know, I'm just going to use this. Oh, I'll have it somewhere. But anyway, there we go. There. There we go. Now we've got another one done. And you can see why I'm using that bit at the top, because sometimes it can actually catch at the top, but you know, hopefully with the little extra glue, this little thing, it's not as bad. Right, I'm going to use one of Rachel's own digitals, because I do love these. And isn't this just gorgeous? I mean, oh, who wouldn't want, you know, something as pretty as this in a junk journal? And because I've torn around these, they're not going to match up perfectly on the edges. I'm not bothered about that, because that's actually quite a pretty, like a pretty little edge. Oops, getting stuck to things. And it kind of, I think it adds to the shabby chicness of it. Let's see if these are going to fit in this one, or if I need to cut them down. I think I may need to cut them down just ever so slightly, but that's okay, we can do that, Okay. There we are. Oh, I'm not putting the bottom up, am I? Oh, I know you were telling me there. I heard ya, which is why I stopped. I could hear ya. Thanks for shouting. Right, okay. Now they should fit fine. Yeah, they're going to fit fine. Perfect. Right, let's get these sides glued together. And that's not very good, is it? Come on. I may need to add a little bit more glue into my little bottle. I was talking to my mum, and she has arthritis in her hands, and she's had it for a long time, and she says she's got these gloves that they're supposed to be pressure gloves, and you know, supposed to help your hands. So I was like, oh right, where can I get them? She went, well, you can have these because they're absolutely useless. Well, thanks for recommending them, Mum. She went, well, they're no good for me. She says, but you do all that craft stuff. She says, they might be good for you. I was like, okay, good recommendation. So I'm gonna give them a go. I've got to pop over and see her anyway, because I know in America you have Mother's Day at a different time of year than us, but it's this Sunday coming, which today is Friday, so this Sunday is Mothering Sunday in England. So happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there, and to all the ladies out there who might not be maternal mums, but you know, we're all a mum to somebody, aren't we? If it's just, you know, to your friends, to your family, yeah, we've got it within all of us. So happy Mother's Day, everybody. And yeah, so I'm going to go over, because she wanted these books that she's been reading. She likes all of this historical stuff, especially historical romances. And so I've ordered her these books, and I'm going to be going over to see her to give her them, and to give her some flowers and some chocolates. You know, you've got to spoil mums, haven't you? Because my word, becoming a mum yourself, you realise just how much crap they had to put up with. Am I right? I know I'm right. Oh, my daughters are absolutely wonderful people, but boy, it could be hard sometimes. There we go, there's another one done. Just the sleepless nights alone. Sorry, Mum, I did from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. Right, let's do one of these letters, because I quite like these. And the idea of having a letter turned into an envelope kind of tickles my sense of humour. So yeah, I'll be trying them out and giving them a go, even though my mum thinks they're useless. But what works for one doesn't work for another, isn't that true? And yeah, she's straight talking, my mum. I don't know what secrets are being planned for me, but a couple of times I've walked into the room and it's all gone very quiet, so I don't know what they're up to. Oh, I just, you know what, they keep on saying to me, Mum, what do you want for Mother's Day? And I'm like, well, I'm not allowed to ask for craft stuff anymore, because apparently I've got more craft stuff than hobbycraft. So I'm like, well, you know, I don't know. It's that thing, isn't it? You might see 20 things that you could do with, or you want, until somebody asks you, what do you want? And then you can't remember a damn thing. And I'm like that. There's, you know, I know there's things that I've thought in the last like few months and that, oh, I could do with that. And can I remember them? Nope, not at all. But really all I want is a nice pair of slippers, because my slippers always go missing. It's called having two daughters. And a nice pair of slippers and breakfast in bed. Oh, such a treat. So yeah, that's all I want. I'm easy pleased. So they were saying, what about flowers? And I'm like, oh yeah, because then I can do some eco down. And they're like, no, Mom, no. We're not buying you flowers so you can smush them and boil them. Ever the crafter, ever the crafter. I'm not the only one. You know you're guilty too. You wouldn't be watching me if you weren't. Oh yeah. All crafters think alike. And the first thing you do is, that's interesting. What can I do with that? Yep. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh boy. And there we go. I'll just go a little bit of glue page on it. Let's get a new glue page. And then we can use this one to go underneath. There we go. I don't even know how long we've had. Let's see. Oh, we've got 30 minutes left yet. We're flying through these. This is where it all goes wrong. Right, there we go. I haven't done all the grommets yet. Let's see how many we've got so far. 1, 2, 3. So let's see, what else do we have? I want to do a couple of these ones because they're very, very pretty and I love them to pieces. Antique Papery, I've got to say, has got such a good eye when it comes to these collage pages, and to the kits as well. I've got so many of her kits, which I hate to miss because she doesn't keep them on her site forever. So sometimes, you know, you look at a kit and then you put it in your basket and you think, oh, I'll get that later, and then when you go back to get it, it's not there anymore, and you're like, oh, I should have gotten it there and then. But yeah, she has such a good eye for design. And I'm working on a couple of journals at the minute, which I'm going to do the videos for after this one. But they're Antique Papery, and when I went to look for the kits, they're not there anymore. But the good thing about the ones that I'm doing is, you know, Antique Papery has so many kits, and you know, you can substitute one, or you can even just use it as somebody else's kit, because it's the actual putting together of the journal that's important. Even though I've got to say, the kits I fall in love with every time. That's another thing I'm not allowed to ask for anymore. I'm not allowed to ask for digital packs for presents. Yeah. It is not good. Oh, I didn't tell you, did I? I got my wonderful sister, got me tear ruler, yay! So that's what I've been using to tear all these, and I've just been, oh, every piece of paper in the house has now got a deckled edge. I've been playing with it. Chris picked up a letter that he got the other day, and he's like, what's happened to this letter? It's got all rough around the edge. And I'm like, I don't know, it came like that. It's like that damn ruler. Yeah, I can't help myself. I've got deckled edges on my deckled edges now. It's fun, and it makes such a great noise when you tear with it. It's wonderful. So, I need to sit and go through every piece of paper I've got in the craft room now and see if it needs a deckled edge. Look, we get these things to play with, so, you know, it's like actually illegal not to play with them. Oh, that's lovely, that one. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Let's do another one with this, because I do love these papers. And then I think I might do a book page one. Let's see. I'm trying to get these the flaps quite straight, because a few times when I've been making envelopes and I go to do the flaps and they're anything but straight. And it's not a big deal, but it's one of those little things that niggles, isn't it? So we've got 23 minutes left. And bear in mind, I've got to do the grommets, which I hate doing. So I might do the grommets on the ones that I've got ready now. Let's see, does this need cutting? Nope. And then if we've got time, we can always make another one. Or I might just do some decorating. I haven't decided yet, because there's lots of different ways to decorate these. And I was watching, who was I watching the other day? Oh, I'm terrible with names. I keep on forgetting names. The Booksmith, Nick the Booksmith. She, a while ago, she did like a miniature journal series. I mean, it was quite a while ago, probably last year now. but I've been catching up on some old videos, and I watched our miniature journal series, and I'm in love with them now. But yeah, such great, there's so much creativity out there. It's so inspiring. I think I just don't have the patience to make miniature journals though. I wish I could say that I did, but I know that I just don't have the patience, because I get frustrated when I can't do things. So, and with my hands not working as well as they used to, it kind of becomes a frustration. Saying that, you know, I'm going to give it a go. I can't help myself. Right, let's get this glue bit. Oh, and I'd like to say hi to all the new subscribers. I am so happy to have you here. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the lovely comments I've been getting. You know, it really makes my day. Thank you so much. You know, to know that you enjoy watching me and listening to me twaddle on, it really makes me happy, you know. And I do twaddle on, I know I do. So why don't we make one out of this? Let's see. Oh, we don't want smother. How about sociable? We'll go with sociable, so we don't want to be smothered. Okay, I am going to trim the edge of this now that I'm going to use it for this, although that's not going to fit, is it? Well, let's just see if we can do it like this. Nope, that's not going to work. I really should get the big cutter out, but it's so heavy. There we go, that's it, there we go. I have got lots of other cutters, but a lot of them, that'll do. A lot of them, the blades are blunt, and I need to replace the blades. But I bought some blades, oh god, last month now, and I went to put them on, and they're all different sizes, different types, and when I've looked for the ones for the cutters I've got, you can't get the blades for them now because they're out of date. But yeah, that's a bit of a pain. I wonder if we could it would make them a bit smaller, or maybe we could just cut these down. Or why don't we just use two pages and cut them down? There we are. Right. So I'm just gonna rough guess as to where I want them. There we go. Now I know this looks a bit habdash, but I do know what I'm doing, kind of. There we go. And then if we cut that side off, we should have them. They should be about right. Let's have a look and see. And then the insides are going to be the same as the outsides, so that's a bonus. Okay, let's get these glued down. And then this one, it'll be easier to more highly decorate, because obviously it's book page, so it's going to take a lot more decoration than the ones that are on already highly decorated paper. So yeah, these are going to be better for popping things on. Yeah, definitely need to refill this glue thing. There we are. I was sitting with Dexy, my lovely doggy. He's an old man now. He's a grumpy old man now, and he's starting to grow a new lump. We had a lump taken away from him. He's not ill. I'll say that straight away. He's not ill. He's got this condition where he just grows lumps for no reason other than to cost us money at the vets, and it's called very expensive vet bill syndrome. And we had one removed because it was getting quite big and it was like restricting his movement, and they were like, well, there's no guarantee it won't come back, and we're like, oh, fingers crossed it doesn't, because bless him, it's uncomfortable for him, you know, because they were on his groin between his legs, so he couldn't lie properly, and he couldn't like, you know, when he was walking you could see it was bothering him. So anyway, we had it took off last year, and I've been praying that it didn't come back. Well, he's got a little golf ball back. I mean, the other one was the size of a grapefruit that got took away, so it's not too bad yet, but it's just the idea of him having to go through that operation again, because he, you know, he's an old man. And there we've got that one that is all matching. I quite like that. How many have we got so far? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's see what time we've got. We've got 16 minutes. I'm going to start doing the grommets because otherwise I am not going to get them done. So I'm just going to punch the holes for them all. So yeah, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that with him. He's such a sweetheart as well, you know, he's a good boy. He never causes any trouble. I mean, he's a bit of a grumpy old man now, but he's allowed to be. He just doesn't like being disturbed on a night, you know. When he's decided that he's settled, that's it, leave him alone. He doesn't want to know. But yeah, bless him. Mind, the other day he thought he heard a firework. It wasn't, it was a car backfiring. But wow. Before I registered what had happened, he was on the settee trying to sit on my lap, and if you could see the size of this dog, I say Springer Spaniel, everybody thinks, oh, is he little and cute? No, he's not. He's huge. He's a woodland Springer, which means that he's about the size of a golden lab, trying to sit on my lap while at the same time trying to burrow behind me. It's like, Dexter, man, where are you going? And Chris, my husband's just sitting there laughing his head off. I'm like, you could help, you know. Oh dear. Dogs, eh? Where would we be without animals? I hate doing these things. I never get them right. I need to get one of them crocodiles. Maybe that's what I should. Oh, I'm not allowed to ask for things for the craft room for Mother's Day. There, it's on. It's not as pretty as it could be, but it's on. Yeah, I've been looking at them crocodiles and I do really fancy one, so I think maybe I might look into purchasing one, because this thing, I got it ages ago. I can't even remember where I got it now. And it does the job, but it's heavy, and you know, it requires a lot more force than my hands want to give now. So it can be a bit of a problem. Aren't these gorgeous? Could you imagine how much time it must have took to embroider this whole piece? Because it would have been huge. Amazing. Now, I like embroidery, but I just don't have the patience for a big piece like that. I can handle something journal cover size. But yeah, I don't really have the patience to make a big piece. Kind of remind myself of my mum with knitting. My mum's a really great knitter, right? And in her time, she's knitted some beautiful things. but she doesn't have a great deal of patience with it. So she would start off knitting something, and then, you know, it would take like 10, oh dear me, it would take like 10 years for her to finish it. I remember she knit me this, I'm going to have to take that one out. She knit me this jumper. Well, sorry, no, she didn't. She was knitting herself a jumper. And by the time she got it finished, I mean, I was a child when she started. By the time she got it finished, it fit me. Why is that not working? No, you know where it is? I've torn the hole and it's too big now. I'm going to put, if I can find them, I have some of these. So I'm going to put one of those on. And it might be a different way of doing it, but that's fine. You know, they don't all have to be the same. I think it'll look just as cute. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Just have to be a bit more gentle with that one when we're opening and closing it. There we go. And then again, where's the next grommet? That one's broken. Let's have some of these brass ones. I like the kind of brassy colour as well. So I think I'm like my mum, when the way she was with knitting. I'm very proficient with embroidery, but not with patience. Right. Yeah, that one just didn't want to work either. Okay. This is why I need a crocodile. This one doesn't work. I'm just going to put the hole protectors on all of them. There we go. No, okay, that's it. I'm giving up. We've only got 2 left. We're going to use the hole protectors, and it's going to be a different look, but that's fine. And all I've done with these was I got a little bit of distressing ink and I just went across them and put the distressing ink on them, just so that they're not white, because otherwise they're glaringly white, and I don't like that white aesthetic. This way they look as though they've been aged. There we go. Right, so that's them ones done. What time have we got left? Well, we have 9 minutes, so I am going to, let me just put these away. I'm going to put crocodile on my shopping list because I can't keep doing that. Just it's not working. Right, where is my ribbon? So I've got this lovely, it's a ribbon, it's just a brown ribbon and it's quite thin, and I thought this would make a nice fastening for them. So I'm just going to snip off some lengths of this. And then the way Rachel did it was to thread it through the top like that, and then to tie it in a bow. I think she tied it in a bow anyway. I'm going to tie it in a bow. There we go. And then that just keeps it shut. Oh, that's so pretty. Now you see you don't need any more decoration on there. You could maybe put a label or something on, but that's quite highly decorated itself, and lovely journaling space too. So let's try this one, and again I think I'll do it the same way that Rachel did it. Especially with these ones that have just got the hole protectors on, because I don't want to put any extra weight on them. So we're just going to tie these round. We've got 8 minutes left. There we go. So one more with the hole protectors. There we go. Oh dear me. There. Now with these ones I might do a different type of binding. I don't know quite what type yet. Just wondering if do it like that and then have it come round. I'm just thinking now. Would that work? I don't know. No, it's not going to work the way I was thinking. Okay, we'll stick with Rachel's method. It was a thought. I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could kind of, if I'd cut that a bit longer, you could sort of tuck it in like that. But yeah, this'll work. And it's nice as well because it gives you the chance to have the bow as part of your decoration. I mean, obviously, if I had more time, I would tie prettier bows than oddity. And you know, you could use all sorts of different things to close these. A nice thin lace would be good. If I'd thought about it, I should have gotten one out before I started, because that would have been a nice different tie for them. Especially these book page ones, a nice bit of blue lace. That would have been lovely. I think the story that they come from, that these particular pages come from, is Rip Van Winkle. I think that's Rip himself. Okay. I found out today that my niece, bless her cotton socks, is having a little girl. I'm so chuffed. Isn't it wonderful to learn about new life? I mean, I know it's not a stable time and everything. I know there's a lot going on, but oh, it's a little oasis in the middle of a desert, isn't it? And to think there's going to be another little baby girl. So I'll have 2 grandnephews, and in a few months' time I'll have 2 grandnieces as well. Yeah, it's so nice. It just lifts your spirits to know that life still is going on, despite everything going on around us. Life is going on. People are still having babies and falling in love, and you know, all those wonderful things that happen. Now we've got to start talking about names, because like I've got a few ideas. Oh yeah. I've got to convince her to call the baby Eleanor, because I've always liked the name Eleanor, and my 2 just don't want Eleanor. I'm like, why, what's wrong with Eleanor? But apparently it's not a name that is being considered by them, so not that I'm going to say it's their kid. Right, we've got 3 minutes left. I could probably, if I rushed it, get another one done, but I'm quite happy with the 7 we've got done. So I'm going to spend the rest of the time maybe doing a little bit of decoration, and I just want something quick and pretty. Let's say quick and pretty. Let's have a look and see. I'm going to apologise now. My ephemera folders are a mess. I still haven't sorted them out. So you're going to probably cringe when you see all this mess. But yeah, I haven't gotten round to it yet. So don't look. Close your eyes, I'll tell you when to open them. That's pretty, isn't it? I like that. Not quite envelope-y though. No, that's a bit more. Let's see. Oh, washi stickers might be a nice idea. Let's see, what's that one? Tea. Let's see, where is it? Where have we got our envelope? That might look quite nice there, and the brown matches the brown of the ribbon. Okay, we'll think about it, but I want a flower on this too. So, that one's a little bit too long, but we could always, I'm going to go with that. Or, that's a cute one, isn't it? I like that. And we could always put that one on the other side. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, we've got our flowers. Now, kind of like the idea of having that there as well. Kind of like the address. I know the address should be on the other side, but I like the idea of that there. And then a little butterfly on the other side. Okay, we'll do that, we'll do that. Decision made, and let's get this bit done first, and then I can decide if I want anything else. So once we've got this decorated, we can just pop it into any little journal we want to, and I mean, we could distress it as well if we wanted. If we've got time, we'll distress it. I don't think I will, because I think I've got a minute left. In fact, I think I've got less than a minute left. There we go. Don't think I'm going to get this decorating done within the 45 minutes, but that's okay, because the decorating wasn't supposed to be part of the 45 minutes. Okay, and I'm just going to cut that bit off because I don't want it folding over. There we are. I like that. I like that a lot. Just move that little bit, and then on the other side, let's get our other flower on. Oh, there we go. Time out. Okay, so that was 45 minutes, and I'm just going to quickly finish this one, and then we'll count up how many we've got. I think we did 7, didn't we? I think so. So let's just quickly do this, and I want this butterfly kind of sitting at the side. I love these little washi stickers, but they're so difficult to get off. There we are. Okay, let's just have you kind of hovering at the side. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's cute. I need just a tiny little bit of, there we are, that's better. Just make sure that's, oh, that's lovely. So that's the back of it. So that's decorated, and then the front's decorated. That's not on perfectly square, but I'm not bothered about that. When have you ever had a letter with the address perfectly square? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these lovely envelopes, and these are perfect for storing all of your little bits of ephemera, extra paper, letters, washi tapes even, you know, if you were to put them onto a card. There's so many things you could pop into these, because they've got the capacity, you know, to be a lot deeper than if you were just to sew up the sides of the paper. So yeah, because they're concertina, so they've got more capacity to hold stuff, and I really liked that. I really enjoyed that. You could sew around these if you wanted to. What I would suggest is to sew around them, open them up flat, sew around the whole thing before you fold it, and then it's not going to be sewn together, but you will have the stitch marks around the side. I mean, you could do it afterwards, but you know, you'd have to be really careful not to sew the pages together. But yeah, I kind of like them. They're really cute and a really nice use for these book pages and for your lovely collage pages and letters and old book pages. I mean, I am now hooked, and I'm just going to keep on making these so that I've got a big store of them, a big stack of them, and I hope that you have fun doing them. Oh, you know what I might use? I might get some of my music paper and make some with music paper. Oh, that would look lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's a crafty idea. So I hope that you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. If you wouldn't mind popping a like on the video and drop me a comment. You know, talk to me. Tell me what you think of these. Tell me if you're going to give them a go. If there's something that you would have done different, let me know. And thank you very much to Rachel as well at Roxy Creations, again, for another wonderful challenge. So keep them up because I'm loving them. And I will see you all in the next one. Stay safe, take care, and happy crafting. Bye.